Radha Srivasadi Gaur Govind ki Jai. Guru Maharaj, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. All glories to the assembled devotees. Please accept my humble obeisances. This is Nanda Priya Narmada Devi Dasi from Charlotte. Welcoming all of you to Bhakti Sangha Conference. I thank everyone for attending this session. Please forgive me for interrupting your ecstatic chanting. I would like to read the 10 offenses to the holy names which are to be avoided, written by Srila Vyasadeva in the Padma Purana. Number 1, to blaspheme the devotees who have dedicated their lives for propagating the holy name of the Lord. Number 2, to consider the names of demigods like Lord Shiva or Lord Brahma to be equal to or independent of the name of the Lord Vishnu. Number 3, to disobey the orders of the spiritual master. Number 4, to blaspheme the Vedic scriptures or scriptures in pursuance to the Vedic version. Number 5, to consider the glories of chanting Hare Krishna to be an imagination. Number 6, to give some interpretations to the holy name of the Lord. Number 7, to commit sinful activities on the strength of the holy name. Number 8, to consider the chanting of Hare Krishna as one of the auspicious ritualistic activities which are offered in the Vedas as spiritual activities, karma kanda. Number 9, to instruct a faithless person about the glories of the holy name. Number 10, to not have complete faith in the chanting of the holy name and to maintain material attachments even after understanding so many instructions on this matter. It is also an offense to be inattentive while chanting. Every devotee who claims to be a Vaishnava must guard against these offenses in order to quickly achieve the desired success, Krishna Prema. Once again, thank you all joining the conference call. Now let us move to our next session, which is Srimad Bhagavatam class. May I know who all have joined the call this morning?
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. This is Arvind Das from Chicago. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Arvind Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dear Nanda Priya Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai. This is Aditi Devi Dasi in Canada.
Hare Krishna, Aditi Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nanda Priya Narmada Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Vinita Gandharvika Devidasi from College Station, Texas.
Hare Krishna, Vinita Gandharvika Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, dear Mataji, my humble obeisances, all glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Param Pavani Shama Devi Dasi from Baltimore. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Param Pavani Shyama Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call.
Hare Krishna, Nanpriya Narmada Mataji, all glories Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharajis. My humble obeisances to you and all the devotees. This is Krishna Kumari Devi Dasi from Raleigh.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Kumari Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nanda Priya Narmada. Go ahead, Raji.
Go. Hare Krishna, Nanda Priya Narmada Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai, Guru Maharaj ki Jai, Prati Dasi from Charlotte. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Preeti Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nanda Priya Narmada Mataji, Dandavat Pranam to you and all Vaishnava. Srila Prabhupada, Srila Gurudev ki Jai, Vrinda.
Hare Krishna, Vrinda Gupta Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Nanda Priya Narmada Mataji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Guru Maharaj. This is Harita from Missouri City, Texas, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Harita Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandavat Pranam. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Akshar Das from Canada.
Hare Krishna Akshata Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranams, please accept humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna and the prayer Mataji. Please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. This is Anita Ramya from Georgia. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Nitaramya Mataji, Dandavat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Mataji, for joining the call. Welcome to the call, Mataji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Are there any other devotees who would like to introduce themselves? Hare Krishna. Welcome to Bhakti Sangha conference call. Today we are very fortunate to have His Grace Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji on the call to enlighten us on the topic of Srimad Bhagavatam, 7th canto, 7th chapter, 54th sloka. Yeah, before handing over the call to Prabhuji, I would like to ask Aditi Mataji to go ahead and give a brief introduction about Prabhuji. Mataji, please take over the call.
Thank you, Mataji. Dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Guru Maharaj ki jai. We are very fortunate to have His Grace Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji this morning, and this is a brief introduction for him. His Grace Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji is MTech from Indian Institute of Science, Bangalore, in telecommunication. He has published 1 journal paper and 3 conference papers in IIEE as part of MTech project. Prabhuji worked in Honeywell Technology and Solutions R&D department for 3 years. His Grace Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji joined ISKCON as Brahmachari Chowpatty in the year 2010, serving as Senior Brahmachari Caretaking Department and also as Secretary to the Temple Management Body. Prabhuji is preaching at VJTI Engineering College, takes Bhakti Shastri classes and youth program at Worli. He came into Krishna consciousness, met devotees in 2004 and got initiated by His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj in 2014. This is a brief introduction from him. Dandavat Pranam to Srikanth Krishna Prabhuji. Over to you, Mataji.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for the brief introduction. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Please all the way.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranams. Please accept our humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and Gurudev. Thank you very much, Prabhuji, for giving your very valuable time and association to us this morning and enlightening on this topic of Srimad Bhagavatam. It's Canto 7, 7th chapter, 54th sloka, Prabhuji. Please take over the call, Prabhuji. Welcome to the call. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Dandavat Pranam to all the assembled devotees. Hare Krishna. With the blessings of all the assembled devotees, I try to speak few words about this particular sloka, 7th canto, 7th chapter, sloka number 54. दैतेय यक्ष राक्षसांसि स्त्रिया शूद्रा व्रजौकशा खगा मृगा पाप जीवा सन्ति हि अच्युततां गतः. Daiteya, O demons, Prahlad Maharaj is addressing to his classmates. Yaksha Raksamsi, the living entities known as the Yakshas and Rakshasas. Striyaha, women. Sudra, the laborer class. Vrajavokasaha, village cowherdmen. Kaga, birds. Ka means sky. Ga, that which travels in the sky, that is the birds. Mruga, animals. Papa Jiva, sinful living entities. Santi can become he, certainly. Achyuta, Achyutatam, the qualities of Achyuta, the Supreme Lord. Gata, obtained. Translation by His Divine Grace, A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. O my friends, O sons of demons, everyone including you, the Yakshas and Rakshasas, the unintelligent women, Sudras and cowherd men, the birds, the lower animals, and the sinful living entities can revive his original eternal spiritual life and exist forever simply by accepting the principles of Bhakti Yoga. Srila Prabhupada writes in the purport. I will just read the purport. Afterwards, I can show the points that I have collected. 7.7. The devotees are referred to as Achyuta Gotra, or the dynasty of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Lord is called Achyuta as indicated in Bhagavad Gita. Senayor Ubayor Madhye Radham Stapayam Achyuta. The Lord is infallible in the material world because he is the supreme spiritual person. Similarly, the jivas who are part and parcel of the Lord can also become infallible. Although Prahlada's mother was in conditional state and was the wife of a demon, even yakshas, rakshasas, women, sudras, and even birds and other lower living entities can be elevated to the Achyuta Gotra, the family of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. That is the highest perfection. As Krishna never falls, when we revive our spiritual consciousness, Krishna consciousness, we never fall again to material existence. One should understand the position of the Supreme Achyuta Krishna, who says in Bhagavad Gita, Janma karma chame divyam evam yo veddi tattvataha tyatva dveham punarjanma naiti mameti sorjuna. One who knows the transcendental nature of my appearance and activities doesn't, upon leaving the body, take his birth again in the material world, but attains my eternal abode, O Arjuna. One should understand Achyuta, the supreme infallible, and how we are related with him, and one should take to the service of the Lord, This is the perfection of life. Srila Madhvacharya says, Achyutatam Chuti Varjanam. The word Achyutatam refers to the one who never falls to this material world, but always remains in the Vaikuntha world, fully engaged in the service of the Lord. Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Salakaya Chiksuranmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Iti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharini Nirvishesha Sunyavadi Pachatya Desatarini Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktarunda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. I seek blessings of all the assembled devotees so that I can speak something for my own purification. So here in this purport, Srila Prabhupada mentioned Achyuta, devotees belong to Achyuta Gotra or Lord's family. Achyuta means infallible. Achyuta means fall. Achyuta means one who don't fall. Devotees are referred to as Achyuta Gotra. So Lord is infallible, Jivas also can become infallible. So we can see that I went to Melkote. In the Melkote on the hill, there is a below on the plain ground is a Chelunarayan Swami temple, and on the hill there is a Yoga Narasimha Swami. So we went there with few devotees. The pujari was asking, please tell the names of your family members so that I will do the some puja. So one of the devotee, he mentioned my Guru Maharaj name. So immediately the pujari asked, what is the Gotra? So this devotee mentioned Achyuta Gotra. And immediately the pujari did this puja, saying my Guru Maharaj name and Achyuta Gotra. That is where I saw first time someone. Previously I heard, but I saw it someone using it practically. And later when in our village there is one Harinam Sankirtan. So I have taken few boys from our Bombay who attend the youth program, so that they are very good at playing the musical instruments, singing. So some 15 boys I have taken them. Well, in the train only I told them, in my village people are not they are in one sense innocent. They ask anyone what is your caste, so please tell them you belong to Achyuta caste. Otherwise they keep judging, oh, he is lower caste person, he is higher caste person. By that what happening, if they judge a Vaishnava thinking that he is lower caste person or higher caste person like that, they are actually making offense, and in that way they are moving away from the Lord. So to save them, I told them, please don't tell your caste there, because village people, they are very innocent in one sense. Even when I was studying in my school days, our teachers, no one knows the names of the teachers. They generally call science teacher or maths teacher, social teacher. They don't even call teacher, they call master in English word. The same thing in Telugu they call as a master. So they say social master, uh, science master, like that. Are they called by their caste also sometimes? One particular teacher was there. They call him this caste master, like that. So that teacher was very upset. He can't tell to those elders in the village, because he also knows that these are innocent people. But when he comes to class, he used to tell us why they are calling like this with a caste name. Uh, Even we used to feel embarrassed, uh, although we were children at that time. So in that way, I told them, whenever someone asks in our village, tell them just Achyuta Kula, Achyuta caste, because otherwise the nectar of instructions says, Drustai Swabhava Janitai Vapasascha Doshair. There are faults in the body of a Vaishnava also. A Vaishnava might have taken birth in a lower family, or with bad complexion, or having some bodily limbs not proper. But seeing those fault is a offense. They are not contaminated, just like Ganga is not contaminated, although there is a foam in Ganga. Similarly, the Vaishnavas are not contaminated. So one should not see the bodily defects of a Vaishnava. If someone does, it is actually a offense. So Lord is infallible, Prabhupada writes here. Similarly, Jivasana also can become infallible. So Lord is Achyuta. Jivas also can become infallible. They are also, that's why it is mentioned in the Jaiva Dharma, Balram Shakti Prabhu was mentioning. One of the question asked was, why the Jivas were created so weak? Why they were created so weak? They can fall prey to the temptations. So the answer given is, they are not created weak. they are actually versatile. Versatile in the sense they have the capacity. Although living entities at various levels of consciousness are not, some are fully developed, some are less developed, some are covered. Five levels of Chetana: Achyadana, Mukulita, Vikasita, Purna Vikasita, Sankuchita, like this. So they are versatile. They may fall to the temptation, but the same soul also has the capacity to go back to Godhead and have a permanent relationship with the Lord and never to come back. That much strength is also there in each and every soul. So they are not created weak. To fulfill their desire, sometimes their consciousness is covered. Because of that, sometimes they may fall to temptations, but the same soul has the capacity to establish connection with the Lord and never come back to become, he has the capacity to become infallible. Anyone can be elevated to rights. After reviving Krishna consciousness, one never falls to material existence. Natad bhasayate suryo, na sasyanko na pavaka, yadgatva na nivartante, taddhama paramam mama. So, after going back, one doesn't return back to material existence. For this, Prabhupada quotes this particular sloka, Janma karma chame divyam, yevam yo vyakti tattvata, tyatva deham punarjanma, naiti mamete sorjana. So, such people, they don't take material body again. So, it means they never fall back into material existence. The one who understands that Supreme Lord's Janma is Leela, all these are divine. One who realizes this, he never takes birth again. So here, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he mentions one sloka from Kasi Kanda, the meaning of the Achyuta. Na chavante cha yad bhakta mahatyam pralayapadi ato achyuto kele loke vidvadbi pariniyate. Because the devotees do not fall from their position at the time of universal destruction, the Lord is called Achyuta by the learned in the whole world. So, why Lord is called Achyuta? Because his devotees, they don't fall. At the time of universal destruction, everything is destroyed, but the Vaikuntha Lokas, they exist. They don't fall. So, because of that reason, Lord is called Achyuta, because his devotees, they don't fall from their position. They don't fall like karma kandis from the Swarga. So, it is mentioned that those who do karma kandis, they go to the Swargaloka. Then Tetam Bhuktva Swargalokam Vishalam Kshine Punye Matyalokam Vishanti. So after enjoying the Swargaloka for a long time, then they come back to the Martyaloka again because they have the desires to fulfill. Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur, he mentions that there is one person, his job was, he has a one wooden plank, which is like a, act like kind of boat kind of structure, barge they call. He keeps luggage on that and he walks on the canal bank by tying a rope to that wooden plank. So his job is to carry the goods from one place to the other place. While walking on the canal bank, he pulls that goods which is there in the water from one place to other place, and then he gets some money. So while walking like that, he thinks sometimes, see, I will earn so much money by doing this. There are thorns on the bank of the canal. So after I get so much money, I will keep carpet from on this bank canal so that my feet won't get affected by these thorns. And also like that, he was thinking, if he gets so much money, why at all he need to work like that? So that he was, or someone, one beggar, he was thinking, I beg so much and I earn so much. If I get more money, I will purchase a golden begging pot, like that. still he is thinking about begging only in a golden begging pot. So like that, because the desires are there to enjoy, the people who went to Swarga, they fall back. They are Chuta, but the devotees of the Lord who reaches the spiritual world, they don't fall back. That's why they are called. That's why the Lord is called Achyuta, because he is devotees. They don't fall from their position. So, in summary, what we are going to discuss is no material qualification is required to please the Lord, either birth or uh, charity, vratas, nothing is required. Devotee's mercy is the qualification required to practice bhakti. So then, how a person takes to the process of bhakti? A person takes to the process of bhakti only by the mercy of the devotees. Irrespective of birth, everyone is eligible to practice bhakti. This is expansion of first point only. First point is a generic point which is telling no material qualification is required to please the Lord. And this is telling specifically birth is not required, because in this particular sloka, Prahlad is mentioning Yakshas, Rakshasas, or Sudras, or anyone can take to the practice of bhakti. Other than bhakti, other paths, they require some prerequisite qualification. So bhakti is so approachable for anyone. Anyone can practice bhakti irrespective of their birth, their ashram, etc. But other paths, they have some certain qualifications which we will see. Although bhakti is so liberal, it allows everyone, but at the same time so potent, can purify anyone. These are the things that we see. So what is the qualification to practice bhakti yoga? So savai pumsa paro dharma yato bhakti adoksaje ahaituki. Ahaituki, hetu means reason or cause. Ahaituki. Ahaituki means there is no cause. Bhakti arises without any cause. Bhaktya sanjataya bhaktya. So Bhagavatam 11th canto 3rd chapter mentions bhakti is the cause for the bhakti. So there is no other cause. We may see that okay, those who are pious people, yes, Eshamantagata papam jananam punya karmana. So those who have punya karmas, they take to bhakti. 7th chapter of Bhagavad Gita is mentioning. It is not there. The punya karmas are not the these charity, austerity, sacrifices, selfless performance of duties. These are not the one. There the punya karmas are the Shravanam and Kirtanam. So the if someone is very pious person, he did so much charity. By that charity, he can go to the heavenly planets, but he can't get the bhakti. Or one may have done Chaturmasha vows or many other vows or austerity by like Hiranyakasipu standing on the only uh, uh, toes, sacrifices, selfless performance of duties, varnashram dharma. These are not the causes of pure bhakti. Bhakti doesn't come by doing the charity, austerity, etc. Then we may see that okay, this is mentioned in the Bhagavatam also. Yamna yogena sankhena dana vrata tapo advarai vyakya swadhyaya sannyasai prapnuyad yatnavanapi. Yoga, sankhya, dana, vrata, tapa, vyakya, swadhyaya, sannyas, they don't produce the bhakti. Nor can it even be said that the mercy of the Lord is the causes of pure bhakti, for it is non-final cause, making one search out for a further cause. Even we can't say that bhakti, then how to, okay, if one by doing charity, austerity, varnashram dharma doesn't give bhakti, then what gives bhakti? Maybe the Lord is the one who is giving bhakti. That also can't be said. Although some places, as a Prabhupada said, that he may give, but in general, Lord also cannot be said as the cause of bhakti, because if we say Lord is the cause of bhakti, then we are contradicting the samoham sarvabhuteshu name dveshaste napriya. There are so many people in America, but only few are practicing bhakti. So it means what? Lord is partial. Lord is not equal. He is giving mercy only to few people. He is not giving to everyone. So in that way, we are contradicting the Bhagavad Gita sloka. So we can't say even the Lord is the cause of bhakti. Then who is the cause of bhakti? The devotees. Devotees are partial. Devotees are partial. They make a decision. Okay, I will. They Madhyamadikari, he makes the discrimination. He is innocent person. He is envious person. I should stay away from him. So in that way, they make discrimination. Also, sometimes they make discrimination based on their language they have, because because of that particular language, he may preach in a particular language. So in that way, the devotees are the one who gives the bhakti, and the Lord's mercy follows after the mercy of devotee. Like Narada Muni told this, Nala Kuvera and Manigreva should get the mercy of the Lord. And Lord also followed because Narada Muni desired. So in that way, no material qualification is required to practice bhakti. Ahaituki, no material qualification. It is only the mercy of the devotees which gives the bhakti. And everyone is eligible to practice this bhakti as per Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu. The scriptures say that any human being is qualified for bhakti, just as everyone is qualified to take a bath during the month of Magha. Vasishta, while speaking to the king, has given that example concerning devotion to the Lord. So, in the month of Magha, anyone is eligible to take bath in the river Ganges. No one obstructs him. So, similarly, every human being is qualified to practice bhakti irrespective of their caste, race, or any other material qualification. And also it is mentioned there in Kashi Kanda. In that country, it is actually Mayurdhvaja's kingdom. The outcasts receiving Vaishnava initiation, wearing the marks of the conch and disc, sign like sacrificial priests. So in the Mayurdhvaja kingdom, the outcast people were given the initiation into Vaishnava Sampradaya. Generally, initiation means there is Tapa, Poundra, then Nama, Mantra, Yajna. These are the 5 things that are involved in the initiation. Tapa means they make the either austerity following 4 regulative principles, or sometime in Sri Sampradaya they make the conch and disc. They burn some metal pieces which have this conch and disc symbols. After burning, they make a imprint on the both the shoulders of those who came for initiation. And Poundra, as per the Sampradaya, they give a Tilak. Nama, they give the Dashyanam. And also Mantra, at the time of second initiation, they give the Gayatri Mantra. And Yajna means deity worship, etc. These are all the things involved in a initiation. So some of these outcast people, they received this initiation and they were signing like a sacrificial priests. Prabhupada writes there in that particular place, Goswami caste, they say that practicing and spreading of bhakti only belongs to their particular class. Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Thakur smashed their idea. So they were mentioning at that time, practice can be done at least by anyone, but those who are not born in the Brahmana family, they should not give initiation. They should not worship salagrams. Like that, they have some objections. At that time, Saraswati Thakur, he went to Midnapur and he defeated, based on the scriptures, he defeated their idea. And in 3 days, there it was a 3 day seminar, and at the end, people were so enlivened. They want to take the uh, dust of the Saraswati Thakur's feet. So the security people who were there, they felt, they were feared that some stampede may happen. So immediately they forcibly kept Saraswati Thakur's feet in a bucket, and they mixed that bucket water in another big container, and they spilled all that water over the crowds that were assembled there. So Saraswati Thakur, he smashed their idea. That's why some of them were very angry when the Saraswati Thakur visited Vrindavan later. When he went to the Goswami temples, most of the temples, they closed their doors. Established that devotional service is not restricted to a particular class of men. So Saraswati Thakur, he established that anyone can practice and anyone can spread this bhakti. Anyone who is engaged in devotional service is already at the status of being a high class Brahmana. Anyone can now become a Gaudiya Vaishnava from any part of the world. Our Krishna consciousness movement in the Western world is based on the above mentioned proposition of Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Goswami Prabhupada. So Prabhupada is writing, we have taken, because Prabhupada was also criticized so much by the people. He is giving the sacred threat to each and everyone, irrespective of their caste. He is spoiling the Hindu religion like that. So Prabhupada is mentioning, our Krishna consciousness movement is based on the above mentioned proposition of Saraswati Thakur. On his authority, we are claiming members from all sections of the Western countries. The so-called Brahmanas claim that one who is not born into a Brahmana family cannot receive the sacred thread and cannot become a high-grade Vaishnava. So in that way, we can see the devotional service is so potent. Anyone can come to the practice of bhakti. It is mentioned, Kirata Honandra Pulinda Pulkasa, Avira Sumba Yavanaka Sadaya, Ye Anyecha Papa Yad Apasrayasraya, Sudhyanti Tasmai Prabhu Vishnave Namaha. So Prabhupada writes in that particular purport, Kirata means the area around Chota Nagpur, some region in the Bihar, Hunas or East Germany and some part of Russia, Andhra. It is a state in South India. I also belong to this particular place. Pulinda, Greeks, Aviras are on the other side of Sindhu River. Prabhupada mentions from Pulindas, Alexander the Great came, and Aviras, Muhammad Ghori, they ruled the earth. Yavanas, the people from Turkey, Kasa, Mongolians, and Chinese. All these people also can practice bhakti. They can be purified, and they can, by taking shelter of a apasrayasraya, who has already taken shelter, a devotee, and by taking that his shelter, all these people, nature papa, who are sinful by birth. Generally, some are sinful by birth because their prarabdha karma is so much. Even they will be purified. Their prarabdha karma will be purified by the practice of bhakti. However, this is the liberation that bhakti has. Bhakti is liberal, but whereas the other, if we read the Bhagavad Gita, 6th chapter, 13th and 14th purport, one who, however, follows the rules and regulations of married life having a sexual relationship only with his wife, and that also under regulation, is also called a brahmachari. Such a restrained householder brahmachari may be accepted in the bhakti school, but the jnana and dhyana schools do not even admit householder brahmacharis. So bhakti is liberal. No material qualification is required, like birth or charity, vows, austerity, etc. Only qualification is receiving the mercy of the devotees. Based on that, they develop a faith. That faith is the qualification to practice bhakti. But whereas the other paths like jnana, dhyana, they have so many restrictions. They want to only gross the brahmacharis. They don't allow such paths, and they have prerequisite like purification of the heart is a prerequisite. So they say that you practice varnashram dharma, purify yourself, and then come to jnana marga or dhyana marga. Directly, it is not possible to start them. So bhakti is the only process which doesn't need any prerequisite like purification of the heart, etc. Bhakti, anyone can join. Like here it is mentioned, Prahlad Maharaj is mentioning, Yakshas, Rakshasas, even the birds, the animals, they can also practice bhakti. And Prabhupada in this part mentioning, after reviving Krishna consciousness, one never falls to material existence. So in that way, after reviving one's bhakti, one never falls to material existence again. Like Srimad Bhagavatam also mentions, Pravishta Karnarandrena Swanam Bhava Saroruham Dunoti Samalam Krishna Salilasya Yadasarat. So hearing is very, very important. When we hear, the heart becomes clean. Although Krishna enters through all the senses, specifically Karnarandra is mentioned there because hearing is very, very important. Because Krishna prominently enters through the ear holes. Although he enters through eyes, mouth, etc., prominently he enters through the ears, and he cleans the heart. Once the heart is clean, then it is mentioned, Dautatma Purusha Krishna Padamulam Namunchati Mukta Sarva Pariklesha Pantaswa Saranam Yata. So such a person, so hearing leads to purification, Bhajana Kriya leads to Anardhani Vritti, then Anardhani Vritti leads to Nishta. Dautatma Purusha Krishna Padamulam Namunchati. So he is steady now. He doesn't, once the heart becomes pure, he doesn't give up bhakti at all. Like previously, he may be taken over by the Maya, but once the heart becomes pure, he never gives up the. It is mentioned, one example is given, like some small iron pieces are there. They can be blown by the wind, very, very small. But the same iron pieces, if they get attached to a huge magnet, we can see here a huge magnet is used to collect the iron pieces from the scrap. If such a huge magnet, the small iron pieces get attached, any amount of wind can't blow it away, because now it is not between the wind and the iron pieces. Now it is between the wind and the magnet. So it is between Maya and Krishna. And anyway, Maya is Krishna's energy. So it won't trouble that devotee. Dautatma Purusa Krishna Padamulam Namunchati. So in that way, here it is mentioned, after reviving Krishna consciousness, one never falls to material existence. And no material disqualification for achieving the mercy of the Lord. We have seen already. This whole verse is about that only. In the Canto 5, chapter 19, there are 7 dvipas. The middle dvipa in the Bhumandal is Jambu Dvipa. Within Jambudvipa, there are 9 Varshas. What we are is the Bharata Varsha, above is the Kimpurusha Varsha. In that Kimpurusha Varsha, Hanumanji, the prayers offered by the residents of the Jambudvip, that is the 19th chapter, each Varsha someone offers prayer. In Hari Varsha, Prahlad Maharaj offers. Similarly, in Kimpurusha Varsha, Hanumanji offers this particular prayer. न जन्मनूनं महतो न सौभगं न वाग् न बुद्धिर्नाकृतितोष हेतु तैरेद्विसृष्टानपि नो वनौकसा चकार सख्ये बत लक्ष्मणाग्रज. Those who are puffed up by actually na janma nunam. So Hanumanji is telling, I don't have a high birth. Mahato na saubhagam, I don't have a great fortune. Na vak, I am not very excellent in speech. Na buddhir, there is no intelligence. Na akruti, there is no proper shape. Dosha hetu, but all these are not the cause for satisfying the Lord. Neither birth or the one who is a great orator or one who is very intelligent or beautiful or who has a great fortune. These are all not the qualification for pleasing the Lord. Thaired Visrustan Apino Vanaukasa. Vanaukasa means we are in the living in the forest, and all these qualities have rejected us. Chakara Sakya Bata Lakshmana Agraja. But the Lakshmana's elder brother, Lord Ram, he has decided to make friendship with us. So in that way, although we don't have any material qualifications, still Lord Ram made friendship with us. In that way, Hanumanji is praying to Lord Ram in this place. In that purpose, Srila Prabhupada mentions, those who are puffed up by a high birth, wealth, education and beauty, Janma, Aishwarya, Sruta, Sri, unfortunately do not care for developing Krishna consciousness, nor does the Supreme Personality of Godhead care about all these material qualifications. Of course, it is not that anyone who has this will be puffed up. There are many people who are having very good devotional. We were going into one big apartments where very rich people stay. There are some people, we were going in the parking area, and there are one pious family. They are very rich people. When they saw us in the car, they waited for some time till we get down. When we got down, they offered us, they wished us, offered the dandavat, and then they left. So although they are by janma, by wealth, very uh, high birth and very rich, still the culture is there, the not puffed up. But if someone is puffed up, then definitely it can be they are they don't care about the. In another place, one devotee was sharing. They very rich people, all the neighbors and all. They they give them regularly idli, chutney. So in that way, they made a nice relationship with that neighbors. But somehow they are telling that they don't feel like practicing bhakti. They don't feel what is the need for us. We are so content in all respects. So why we need to practice bhakti? So they don't have that urge to practice. The Supreme Lord is achieved by devotion. Bhaktyamam avijanati. One's devotion and sincere desire to serve the Supreme Personality of Godhead are the only qualifications. So in that way, we can see even in the Bhagavatam 11th canto, in every yoga, many living entities entangled in the modes of passion and ignorance gained the association of my devotees. So devotee association is the only way to receive the Lord's mercy. Thus, such living entities as the Daityas, Rakshasas, birds, beasts, Gandharvas, Apsaras, Nagas, Siddhas, Charanas, Guhyakas, and Vidyadharas, as well as such lower class human beings as the Vaishyas, Sudras, women, and other were able to achieve my supreme abode. Vrutrasura, Prahlad, Maharaj, and others like them also achieved my abode by association with my devotees, as did personalities such as Vrishaparva, Bali Maharaj, Bhanasura, Maya, Vibhishana, Sugriva, Hanuman, Jambavan, Gajendra, Jatayu, Tuladhara, Dharmavyada, Kubja, the Gopis of Vrindavan, and the wives of Brahmanas who are performing sacrifice. Similarly, in the Padyavali also, there is a sloka. Where were the hunter Dharma's piety, Dhruva's maturity, and Gajendra's knowledge? Where was Kubja's beauty? Where was Sudama's wealth? Where was Vidura's noble birth? Where was Ugrasena's chivalrous strength? Lord Madhava is pleased only by the devotional service and not by material qualifications. So in that way, this Padyavali sloka also speaking similar in term, saying that what Prahlad Maharaj is telling to his classmates, your birth is not a disqualification to practice the bhakti. All of you also can achieve the Achyuta. So we can see Jatayu, although Kaga here in this sloka it is mentioned, Kaga means the birds also can achieve the Achyuta by practice of devotional service. And the sinful people, Papa Jiva is mentioned. Mrugari, he was actually killing and he was not even killing them, he was killing them half. When they actually, they are slowly dying, he takes pleasure. Okay, see, now they are under my control. And such Mrugari, by the mercy of Narada Muni, he got the bhakti. So much he was purified, he was not ready to kill even the ants. And Gajendra, Mruga, is mentioned in this particular sloka. And even those who are born in lower births, like Kanakadas, who is connected to Udupi temple, Udupi Krishna. Krishna actually turned himself so that he can give darshan to Kanakadas. And also there is in Sri Sampradaya, there is one Alvar, Tirupan Alvar. He was also born in a lower caste. Every day he has one instrument on. He used to play that instrument on the bank of a river Kaveri, and he sings the glories of the Lord. The priest of the temple, Sri Lokasaranga, he came there. He came there to collect the water from Kaveri. But this Thirupa, at that time, he was not even recognized as Alvar. He was actually absorbed completely. This Lokasaranga, he was shouting, "Give me the way so that I will take some water for Ranganath." But he was fully absorbed. To divert his attention, he took a small stone and thrown at this person who is completely in absorption. So, but accidentally that hit his forehead and blood started oozing out. But this priest, he did not observe. He thought that I just mildly I kept it. So he collected the water. He went into Ranganath temple, and he saw actually from Ranganath's deity the blood started oozing. So immediately he was in very much, but he is not aware that that saint was also was hit by that stone. He was blood is oozing from his body. Then Ranganath came and told him in the dream, actually you did this mistake. Tomorrow you should bring him by keeping on your shoulder inside my in the Garbha. So finally, this Lokasaranga, he went and he requested this devotee, you please come Lord want to take your darshan. He told, no, I am from a lower caste, I cannot enter. Then the Lokasaranga, he placed him on his shoulders and took him inside the Rangana Swami's altar. And Rakshasas like Rudrasura, he was in Rakshasa body. But there is it is not a material disqualification, is not there. Bhakti process is so potent, it can purify anyone. Aho bata sopacho yed gariyan yed jihvagre vartate nama tubhyam. Tepus tapaste juhu swasnurarya brahmanujur nama runantiyete. So yed jihvagre, on whose tongues this nama is there, holy name, they are considered as the Tepus tapaste. They have done all austerities. They have done all the sacrifices. And they have recited all the Vedas. So they are that much qualified. Must have executed all kinds of austerities and fire sacrifices and achieved all the good manners of the Aryans. To be chanting the holy name of your Lordship, they must have bathed at holy places of pilgrimage, studied the Vedas, and fulfilled everything required. So we have seen the no material qualification can please the Lord. That is what Prahlad Maharaj is mentioning here. No material qualification like charity, vows, austerity, or performing the Varnashram dharmas, etc. They can't give bhakti also because they can only give the piety. They can't give bhakti, and that is not required to please the Lord. We have seen so many examples. Na janmanunam, mahato na sobhagam, janma, fortune, beauty, akruti, vak, buddhi, all these are not required to please the Lord. Of course, if someone has, they can definitely engage it in the service of the Lord. And bhaktya sanjayata bhaktya, sanjataya bhaktya. Bhakti is the only cause for getting bhakti. Nothing else is the cause of bhakti, like charity, vows, etc. Even the Lord is not the cause to give bhakti. It is the devotees association which is the cause of bhakti. And irrespective of birth, everyone is eligible to practice bhakti. We had seen so many examples. Other than bhakti, other paths require prerequisite, like Jnana Marga, Ashtanga Yoga Marga. They don't accept the householder brahmacharis, celibates, and they require the purification of heart as the prerequisite. But the bhakti, anyone can enter, irrespective of their those who are sinful nature like Mrugari. Anyone can start practicing bhakti. And bhakti is so potent, it can purify anyone, irrespective of their level. So by the fortune, we are all fortunate that Srila Prabhupada is mentioning in the one of the slide we had seen. It is on the order of Saraswati Thakur. We are claiming members from all over the world. So Srila Prabhupada is so compassionate that he made the centers all over the world, so that here also in the Zoom we have people from many places. We are all able to practice bhakti because Prabhupada and his disciples, they created facilities where we get the devotee association, where we can practice bhakti. So we need to be very much grateful to Srila Prabhupada, who had made this great home where, irrespective of caste, creed, race, anyone can come and practice this powerful bhakti process and see the purification in their life. So in that way, if we are remain grateful to Prabhupada, if we appreciate what we have received, then actually, otherwise, if we feel that anyway, previously also I was vegetarian and I have almost everything, just the devotees came and did little bit. The more we appreciate the bhakti process, the more we can, the devotee association and the Prabhupada's contribution, Prabhupada disciples' contribution in our life, to that extent we can also make progress. Okay, we'll stop our my presentation here. In case anyone want to add any correction or comment, then we'll take it.
No, Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. It was a very wonderful, enlightening class, saying how the bhakti devotee can achieve. It's not also, it's not by the Lord's mercy. Maybe the mercy is there, but still it's the mercy of the devotee. Only the devotee gets the bhakti. So thank you for quoting with so many examples, so many pastimes this point. Thank you, Prabhuji. So we move on to the question and answer session. Devotees, any questions? Please raise your hands. Shama Gauri Mataji, do you have anything to say?
Hare Krishna, can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, yes, we can hear.
Yeah, Hare Krishna, Prabhuji, Dandavad Pranam, Guruji, Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for Prabhuji. Very wonderful class and very nicely you summarize the whole class and how the bhakti is, doesn't need any qualification. Anybody can practice bhakti, and that's how all the devotees from Western world, they became devotee and they are practicing devotional service. So thank you so much, Prabhuji. Wonderful class.
Hare Krishna. In the chat box, there is a one question. May I
Yes.
please request a definition of bhakti? Okay. Yeah, there is a, in Bhakti Rasamrut Sindhu, Uttama Bhakti is defined as Anya Vilashita Sunyam Jnana Karma Dhanavrutam Anukulyena Krishnanu Selanam Bhakti Uttama. Or same thing is also given in Narada Pancharatra. Sarvopadi Vinirmuktam Tatparatvena Nirmalam Rishikena Rishikesha Sevanam Bhakti Ruchyate. So Bhakti means basically Anya Vilashita Sunyam, without any other motivation other than pleasing the Lord. Jnana Karmadi Anavrutam means without taking shelter of the Jnana Marga and Karma Marga. Anukulyana, in a favorable mood. Krishna means Krishna and his avatars like Lord Ram, Narsingadev, Tulasi, even the Guru Maharaj, Vaishnavas. Anuselanam means continuous service. Continuous means at least every day. So not if someone does every Ekadashi, I chant, but other days I don't do, then it is not bhakti. Anusilana means every day, at least every day, doing whatever the vow they have taken, doing that service to the Lord, or his avatars or his devotees. So this is the defined as bhakti.
There is one more question in the chat, Prabhu. Thank you so much for the definition of bhakti. Jyoti Techni Mataji is asking, Prabhu.
Could you please teach how to pray to Srila Prabhupada, how to have his blessings, what to do, Prabhuji, how to pray? Okay. Yeah. Means at least in my life, means one way is whatever the prayers we do every day, in general, if you go to Jagannath Mandir, His Holiness Haladhar Swami Maharaj was mentioning, when we go to Jagannath Mandir, early morning, what they do, they do the waking up of the Lord, and then they sing the glories of Jagannath. But in our ISKCON temples, I also do waking up service to our Radha Gopinath at our Chowpatty temple. First, I need to wake up at 3 o'clock, get ready, go 3:30, make the boga plates ready by 4:20. At 4:20, we wake up the Lord and feed him the boga offered. And 5 o'clock, when we open the darshan, we don't directly glorify Gopinath. We glorify the Guru Maharaj, Samsara Dava, Nalalita Loka. And also, after that, Guru Puja, Sri Guru Charana Padma. So, these are actually the prayers given by our acharyas, how to pray to our spiritual master or Srila Prabhupada. We can at least understand the meaning of these slokas. Many times, those who attend Mangalarati regularly, by repetition, we get them by heart, like Janagana Mana, Adinayaka Jai He, those who are from India, or Vande Mataram. But in the school prayer meeting, by repeatedly saying, we get them by heart, although we don't know the meaning. Similarly, these Samsara Dava prayers and Guru Puja prayer, we may know it, but we may not know the meaning. We can understand that meaning. And so prayers can be offered two ways. One is the standard prayers. So Samsara Dava Nalalita Loka, that is offered by Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. We can offer the same prayer. Similarly, Sri Guru Charana Padma Kevala Bhakati Sadma, that is offered by Narottam Das Thakur. So the great Acharya's prayers we can repeat for Prabhupada also. That is how they are teaching us how to pray to Prabhupada. And definitely we can offer our personal prayers also, and by writing on their Vyasa Puja, some offering, etc. Offer the prayers.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhuji. There is one more question actually.
Revati Priya Mataji.
Yeah.
Simply love or absorbed chanting is Bhakti, Prabhu. Both are required. Anukula and Anusilanam. So sometime we may do Bhakti. Bhakti means basically the 9 processes: Shravanam, Kirtanam, Smaranam, all those things. Hiranyakashipu, Kamsa, they are also doing Smaranam, continuous Smaranam, but not in a Anukula mood, but in a Pratikula mood, without love. So Anukulya is also required. At the same time, this chanting or continuous service, this is also required. Both are required. That is the Bhakti. Otherwise, Hiranyakashipu, if only absorbed remembrance is Bhakti, then Kamsa is a great devotee. Because he is continuously absorbed, only doing remembrance of the Lord, but in a Pratikula mood. So we need to have both. Love also means at least favorable attitude, at the same time service to the Lord. Both combined is Bhakti. Please share your realizations.
So I think it's sorry, Prabhu.
Yeah.
No, I think from your reply, I understood that we have to do the loving devotion service. That's what you meant, right? So
Yes,
that
yes.
is. And one more question, Prabhu. Like in the early morning, either like we are set to chant in the Brahma Muhurta time, right? So, but still, how chanting is the first preference, or doing the Mangalarati at that time is the first preference? Prabhu? How can we understand this? Doing the chanting or the Mangalarati?
Okay. At least what we follow here in the temple is we from 5 to 5:45 we do the Mangalarti, Narsingarti, and Tulsi Arti, 6 Ashtakam prayers and 10 offenses. And 5:45 to 7:45, we have the chanting, 2 hours dedicated time, so that all the devotees can come together and chant. This is possible for those who are living in the temple, but for the people for the devotees who stay at the home and who have the work pressure, and especially in Bombay, many of the devotees, because of the various work pressure, they sleep very late, and they don't get up only in the morning. It is not because of laziness, it is because of their uh, situation is like that. The whole working culture, all those things are affecting. So based on the time, place, circumstances, one need to take a call what fits one particular person.
Sorry, Prabhu. So at last, what you said, I didn't get it. Based on
Means it is a person to, it is a case to case. We can't give a general answer.
okay, so whatever
Whether
is
it is
suitable for
chanting,
us at that time, we can do. That's what you're meaning, right? Okay. Thank you, Prabhu. So I think there is a question also in the chat. Simple, please give your realization. Yeah, Jyoti Takni Mataji is asking again. Please share your realizations you experienced while serving Shri Shri Radha Gopinath.
realization, I don't know whether it is a realization, but it is very nice community of the devotees who are having who are practicing bhakti since there are many devotees, both grosthas and brahmacharis, who have spent 3 decades of the devotional service here. Under their guidance, we have so many care systems are there here. We are actually basking in the care established by my Guru Maharaj here. Very nice systems to take care of each and every individual at every level. So in that sense, very happy community, very nice community with so many Vaishnavas who are practicing bhakti sincerely. At the same time, they are very humble in their guidance. We are also taking baby steps to practice this bhakti.
Nice, Prabhuji. Nice to hear all devotees association, devotees sangha. Only every time you have. So nice to hear that. Prabhu. And last question, I think Mataji has also asked one question lastly. She is asking to explain on the term submissive inquiries.
Submissive inquiries, Prabhupada defines in the 4.34, Tadvidhi Pranipatena Pariprasnena Sevaya. Absurd, blind following and absurd inquiries that are condemned, Prabhupada mentions. One side, we should not blindly follow. At the same time, we should not ask the question in a challenging mood also. Or to understand whether the teacher, this person knows or not. With a genuine desire to know, we can always ask the questions. And at the same time, speaker also, in case if he doesn't know, he can accept that I don't know, and I will ask someone else and get back to you. Similarly, the person who is asking he should not, like Prabhupada was in Delhi Pandal program, and one person was challenging, like you are mentioning Bhagavad Gita is 5,000 years old, but it is not so. Like that, he was challenging, and Prabhupada became angry, and many of the people in the Pandal who are Indians, they left thinking that is why, how come Sadhu is becoming angry? But the Prabhupada, what he is want to, Prabhupada could have answered it easily, but Prabhupada want to teach what is the way to inquiry. If you are going to a spiritual master or any devotee, the way to inquire is submissive, means not in a challenging mode, but with a desire to learn the truth. So that is what Prabhupada want to teach in that particular. Although many people left that pandal, still Prabhupada did not mind, because he want to emphasize his disciples what is the way to approach the Guru.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. With that past time, you explained it so nicely how we should behave with our spiritual master.
Yeah.
So, Prabhuji, I don't find any more questions or in the chat box or hand raise.
Yes.
So, with your permission, can we end the call here, Prabhuji?
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji, once again for giving such a very wonderful class and very nice Q&A session also, and very nice summary also you made it, and very nice pastimes. So all these we have to keep on remembering each and every time. So because it's for me, I'm saying it's like Mandabuddhi. Every time I used to forget. So when all the speakers, when they keep on saying this pastime, I get remembered. So thank you so much for that also, and we are eternally grateful to you, and we want your association in future also. Thank you, Prabhuji. Dear devotees, we are obeisances to Prabhuji. Vancha
kalpatarubhesha kripa sindhubheva patitanam pavnebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namaha Koti Vaishnavin Jai
Srimad Bhagavatam ki
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Jai.
Wonderful class. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama,
Radhe
Rama Rama,
Radhe.
Hare Hare.